Hello students, this is Neeru Slathia, your social science teacher. Students, our today's topic is class 7th history chapter 8 devotional paths to the divine. Students, in our previous topic we have learnt about the bhakti movements which emerged in India during different times of period. We have also learned about the idea of supreme god, Natha Panthi, Siddhas and yogis, about philosophy and bhakti, about Islam and Sufism. So students, let's continue our chapter 8 devotion paths to the divine, and our first point is and our today's first point is new religious developments in North India. So let's start. The period after the 13th century saw a new wave of bhakti movement in North India. Students, after the 13th century, a new form of bhakti movement emerged in North India, and during this period, various trends of bhaktis like Islam, Brahmanical, Hinduism, etc., influenced each other. This wave was led by scholars like Tulsidas, Surdas, Kabir, and Baba Guru Nanak. Students, some of the most influential saints during this period were Tulsidas, Surdas, Kabir, and Baba Guru Nanak. And students, this tradition also included saints like Dadu Dayal Ravidas and Mirabai. Yes, students, Dadu Dayal Ravidas and Mirabai was also the most popular and influential saints during the 13th century. Now, students, let's discuss about these saints. First of all, we discuss about the Tulsidas. Students, Tulsidas was devotee to Lord Rama, who he wrote Ramcharitmanas in Awadhi language. On the other hand, Surdas was the true devotee of Lord Krishna. After that, students Kabirji and Baba Guru Nanak, and a new wave of bhakti movements that emerged in North India, which includes the movements of Kabirji and Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Students, Ravidas was the guru of the Mirabai, and Mirabai was the Dadu Dayal was also a famous and influential saint, and Ravidas was the guru of Mirabai, and Mirabai was the Rajput princess who was married in the royal family of Mewar in 16th century. She became the disciple of Ravi Das, who was a saint of untouchable caste. Yes, students, Ravi Das was the saints of untouchable caste. Students, Mirabai was very much devoted to Lord Krishna and even composed many bhajans to show her great devotion to the Lord Krishna. In her songs, she openly challenged the rulers of upper castes and became popular with the masses in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Next point is student Kabir. Kabir was brought up in a family of Muslim Julahas in the city of Banaras. Students, two Muslim Julahas and their names names were Neeru and Nima. These were two Julahas who brought up Kabir Das ji in their family, and this family lived in the city of Banaras. Students, he wrote many verses called Sakhis and Pads, which were sung by wandering bhajan singers. Many of his writings were later compiled in the Guru Granth Sahib, Panchwani and Vijag. Yes, students, Kabir was one of the most influential saints of 15th and during the 15th and 16th century. Many Sakhis and Pads were composed by him. Even some of his compositions are collected in Guru Granth Sahib, Panchwani and Vijag. Next point is student Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak was born in Talwandi, but he travelled for years before he found the Dera Baba Nanak in Kartarpur, Pakistan. Yes, students, Guru Nanak was born in Talwandi, Pakistan. He traveled many years from one place to another place, and after few years, he found the Dera Baba Nanak in Kartarpur, that is now in the Pakistan. Irrespective of their creed or caste, his followers ate together and uh, in a common kitchen known as a langar. Yes, students, what is the meaning of langar? Langar is a common kitchen where all the followers of the Baba Guru Nanak came and they ate together. Baba Guru Nanak also created a sacred place, or we can say the temple, where people came and worship and meditate, and this was called as Dharamsal. And nowadays, students, it was called as a Gurudwara. So, students, that was all about today's topic. I hope it will be helpful for you.